Sorry guys, I'm back.
Yeah, Minecraft still hasn't opened. It's crazy. That's wild. Sit over the crossing. I sit over the crossing. Put it on. Is it open yet? No, how is it? Okay, finally. Jeez, that took forever. Join. Do y'all hear laughter, talking in the background? Don't worry about that. We'll call that a weapon. That might hurt. Server closed. How did server close? Why is it stopping? Jesus! I just... I gotta wait for it to boot up again. for the cross. I wish more than moment of truth. Writing your phone. I settle for the cross to love you more than this. I settle for the cross to love you. I need to make glass work. Hey, I'll never need glass again. That's this thing like, oh my face. No, we're not gonna look at that. Alright guys, what should we do? Wait, I saw something. I did add something. create building blocks. You know how this is making a difference? Oh. Build a train station. Oh my god. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yes, 100% we're having this. There's no doubt about it. Oh my god, it worked. Oh my god. Am I gonna, like, love this, or am I gonna... Andesite. I don't have a shovel. Is this just andesite? Oh my god, this is just a world-based website. And canvas. That means I can just grab this, and I can throw it right here. Throw gunpowder in there. Put that there. Don't need those anymore. Sweet. Game mode. I'm missing something. We're missing the table. Schematic table, that's right. Slash game mode. Survey. Look at this just completely empty canvas. What shall we build here, guys? What shall we build? Here, I'll let y'all see what I'm doing. What shall we build? Or what shall the schematic can build? What shall we have this already? That automatically fueling. I don't need that. 0 stress units. Small bone meal farm. Ooh, let's do this. Shall we? Per hour, it does not seem vanilla. Okay, let's download it. Open the folder. Crossed you. I wish you more than life. You just take the bone meal farm, and then you throw it up to your schematics. Oh. You take it, and then you like, close out everything. Click this little refresh button, and then you see, as it's right there, you throw your empty schematic in. Click the check mark here, and then you grab this, and then you select where you want to put it, and then you come over here to your schematic and you just throw it in there. Start building. Now I do want to I see lava. So, oh, is something wrong? Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? While we wait for that to finish, it seems to be a bit messy.
Hello and welcome back to another Create Mod tutorial. Today we are going over a bone meal / moss farm. Behind me you can see two of the same farm. One's just a little bit longer than the other. that both produce moss. The one straight, they have the exact same structure where a gantry shaft grabs the stone, as you can see, pulls it back from the stone generator. It gets converted into moss and then mined with the drills. This farm requires 0 stress units and can just run off of the water wheel that is included in the schematic. And as you can see, it has some item loss around the edges, but there isn't really a way to fix this other than using a ton of hoppers, which overall probably isn't as good for lag purposes as just letting the items float here and then despawn. Once the items are mined by the drills, they come into the hoppers onto this belt over here and then go up and get sorted out. The cobblestone gets thrown away and all of the compostable blocks gets placed here onto this belt that then go into these composters down below. The bone meal then gets cycled into this item vault that either, if possible, goes up, as you can see here, onto this item belt here that refills this item dispenser, and when that's full, it just stays in the item vault. You will take all of the bone meal out of here for further processing for bone blocks or anything else that you need. The larger farm here is just a double setup of the smaller one. As you can see, there's only 1 moss block on the small one, where there are 2 on the larger one. It is almost double as fast as the first small one, while still having pretty much identical complexity, since the complexity is only on each edge here, and the middle is just stone gathering. For the schematic users, there are some things to consider. I have 4 separate small farms here, and I am going to go through how to deal with the schematic. If instead you want to do the block by block tutorial, I'll put a timestamp on the screen now so that you can skip to that. Moving on with the schematic, if you place it in the world, you're going to get something similar to this. You probably won't have lava here, but otherwise it'll be pretty much...
So lava's supposed to be there. Got it. It's still going? Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to move this thing. Oh, it's done. So, lava, good. What is it all fast in the cold?
Identical. You can see that, at least for me and likely for you, that these item vaults are a little bit wacky. If you break and replace them, they should turn into a 2x2 vault, and do the same on this one here. If this lava is not filled in, I would do that now. You only need lava on these blocks here, so not including the edge case ones here, and you only need 5 in the middle like this. The water needs to be placed in these stairs all along the edge here, and I'm going to do that from the back. Just so that the lava doesn't pour out. You should then see all the water in all of these stair blocks here. If this is not the case for you, make sure you place these in, because if you start the farm with not all the water in, it will break. We then need to head over here to this cauldron and place a lava bucket in here. This will delete all the cobblestone. If you're using the schematic down in the description, and you're building your machine with the moss block facing north, coming from the lava here. So if the moss block is north compared to the lava, the correct rotation should be applied automatically. And the same thing if you're facing west. If you're facing south or east, you'll probably need to switch this rotation speed controller to clockwise. The final thing that needs to be done is to actually
be north. Please be north. Please be north. North! Yes. I don't have to do anything.
Actually power this thing, but before you do that, I would recommend with a wrench right-clicking this belt here that is connected to this belt and the rotation speed controller, because depending on your orientation, which is why I have 4 of these, you might need to reverse this rotation speed controller. So now we can put in the water to test which way this thing is turning. So place the water first in this stone stair here, and then again in this top one, and this will prevent water from flowing out this way. If you want and are scared of water flowing, you can always place blocks here, and this won't increase the footprint of the farm since this is also included. Now, to test if you are going the right direction, you just need the rotation speed controller to be facing these belts up this way.
Oh, that launched me. Whee! I need a shaft. Before should I watch it? Oh shoot, no.
This way. So you should be able to travel up and go towards the right if you're facing from this way. If that is the case, you can connect this up and nothing should happen. I'm going to do this again with the setup going the incorrect way. So just for fun, I'm going to switch this to the opposite direction. So you'll see on these 2 machines.
Okay, so I can do it. It won't affect anything. Shouldn't affect anything. Nothing's happening. Great.
Since they're facing different directions, they will have a different rotation versus for counterclockwise and clockwise rotations. So we're just simulating that here. If you connect it going the wrong way, you will get a break like this. If this happens, first switch this back to the right rotation, and now you kind of need to fix everything that just broke. This includes replacing linear chassis, them on all of. If you don't do this, the farm will. What we also need to do is place in this. Then we can replace in the gantry carriage here, and that should kind of start the farm, but since it's broken, it won't actually do anything. What we also need to do is place another redstone contact on this side of the gantry carriage here.
What, is that all done for me? I'm not paying attention. I'm not. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, no, I'm fine. Just tell me how to start the dang bang.
And connect this with glue to the gantry carriage itself. And you also need to remove all excess glue items here, which could be causing an issue. Once that is done, we can actually quickly flick this powered toggle latch here, and it will fix itself. Now, as you can see, this is what happens when you don't place in the water. Since I'm working on a new one, lava will start flowing everywhere, and it gets really annoying. If this happens to you, just break all the lava sources, wait for the lava to disappear, and refill the water. Now, we're not done with fixing the system from the previous break, since some of the drills have not been replaced. So just break the blocks that are necessary and so that the lava can spread properly, and 2, so that you can actually place the lava. When that's done, you're just going to place it in the center here, just like that. Once that fully spreads to every corner, then you can turn on the farm. The farm just turns on by flicking this lever here. And once that's done, you should see this. Obviously, in order to turn it on, you need to fill this in with.
Alright, we need bone meal. One stack should be okay. And where? Oh, there's over here. I'm gonna trade. Gross. work? Work. We already have 10. Yeah, that's over there. I can pick up. And boom, yeah. Then we can go ahead and grab the next one. Diorite and andesite farm might be really good. Okay, so we gotta watch this. So we download it. Come on. Wait. I probably should get it started.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going over a diorite slash andesite farm. If you don't remember, I built this farm that you can see behind me with a little bit of altercations in my Create Mod series that you can check out. I think it was episode 39 maybe, and I needed this just because I needed like 10,000 or 20,000 more andesite than I had. If you can't tell, it is obnoxiously complicated. It is pretty small, but it is complicated and it isn't as fast as it can be, which is why we have the other two. These other two are basically the same design with a different premise for feeding these mechanical crafters to make diorite. But we'll get into that later. If you don't know, in vanilla Minecraft, you can make diorite by just combining cobble and quartz. And this is a great way to automate diorite since you can kind of automate nether quartz and same with cobble, but in the Create Mod, it's even easier. With just a cobblestone generator, we can get nether quartz and then combine it into diorite. The only issue is that you can only do this in mechanical crafters, at least in the base version of Create and all the little asterisks that come along with that, which means it takes a lot of stress units and it takes a lot of crafters to keep up with one max crushing wheel speed, crushing only 64 items at a time. And there are two approaches that I took. One first with mechanical arms, and then the second one with just normal chutes and funnels. Surprisingly, but maybe not surprisingly, the chutes and funnels version is faster for crafting since you can feed them each individually, while the mechanical arms is a little bit more compact, but a little bit slower because they can't feed all of them at the same time. We would need 24 mechanical arms, and that is a ton. This is a block by block tutorial, but we are only going to be going over this middle one here. I'll get into the differences soon, But in the description, there will be 3 schematics. First, the complicated but compact, the main normal one, and then the safe one. The safe one is because a lot of mod packs, and I don't know why this is, but a lot of mod packs don't like funnels picking up items just straight up from the ground. This doesn't work unless like the farm is off for some reason. I don't get it. It's a weird bug or a feature with some mods and mod packs. So if you have that, use the safer version. I would check this just by placing the main one in a creative testing world beforehand, doing all the schematic stuff beforehand, and then running it. Let's talk about stress units. So to start, they all require quite a bit, with the cheapest being 22,000 stress units. That is going to be over 2 max size windmills and a ton of water wheels if you're going in that direction. So no matter what, I would recommend building a steam engine. Honestly, if you have this much brass, this many mechanical crafters, you could probably afford a steam engine. And if you haven't used steam engines before and are scared about them, I have a walkthrough tutorial on my channel that breaks it down, and they're really not as complicated as they seem. I was so scared of them in the beginning, but now they're great. So I would definitely recommend a steam engine. You obviously don't need it. You can get to 22,000 stress units with windmills or large water wheels or anything like that, and each of them require a different amount. And this is just because mechanical arms cost a lot. The mechanical crafters cost a lot. They each have a different amount of those. And honestly, this one is probably the most optimized. And I would recommend building the main one if you don't have any other weird size constraints or mod pack constraints. An important thing that I need to mention is that this gantry shaft contraption that moves back and forth rapidly is only working in certain versions. So if you haven't ever used this contraption before, just test the farm in a creative world before you place it in, because if this doesn't work, then it is a little bit annoying to change your cobblestone generator, but it isn't impossible. If you choose to change your cobblestone generator, you just need to drop the cobblestone onto either of these 2 belts here, and you should be good to go. The rates of the farm are as follows. This main one, which is the fastest, using the least amount of stress units, produces about 20,000 diorite and 8,000 andesite. If you do just diorite, you'll get about 2,500. This farm, I didn't test this as thoroughly because I really wouldn't recommend it unless you need to have a slightly shorter design, but this farm produces close to 18,000, 20,000 diorite when you're just making diorite, and otherwise it produces about 15,000 diorite and then a similar 8,000 andesite. This one does produce less diorite, the same amount of andesite because it is, again, just going all the time at about 8,000 andesite, and it is closer to the kind of smaller compact farm at 15 to 18,000 diorite. To explain how the farm works, we start in the back here with this cobblestone generator. This is a little bit different than the one you normally see me use, which is this one, but it has the exact same principle. The cobblestone generator, as normal, pulls lava.
What's it with me and always having to grab more water? Oh, it's done. Nice.
down from these fluid tanks, connects it with the water here and creates cobble, which drops out from this brass funnel. This brass funnel, whenever it's moving back and forth, will drop items out of this barrel, which is kind of where it's stored when these spruce trapdoors break it. And when that happens, it goes up this belt into this barrel, which is kind of like a holding cell until it gets to a stack of 64. And this is also the on and off switch for the farm, just to make sure that the cobble doesn't overflow. Once it gets to a stack of 64, it drops it out onto this belt and brings it around here. We'll get to this part later, but first it drops down into crushing wheels. Once they get crushed, the gravel and flint go over into this depot, up all the way back up to this second set of crushing wheels, which crushes both the flint and the gravel. The flint just gets deleted pretty much instantly, and then after that it gets turned into sand. The flint, clay, and any other items that get stuck here get thrown out. The sand then gets brought over to here, where it gets put on a depot and dropped out into a cooking chamber here. This is being done because there's no way to cook sand fast enough for belts and this to keep up. Instead, what we do is we just drop all of it here. All of the sand can get converted at the same time. There's no backup or anything like that, so it is the fastest that it can be. And as you can see, it converts it in bulk. Once it gets converted, it gets dropped into this barrel. The same system is happening. The soul sand gets bumped up here and sits over in front of the chute to get converted into quartz and gold nuggets. Once that's converted, all the quartz and gold nuggets go up here into this system, which I forgot to put lava in. So that's good to see.
Not having lava. We're having. If it's still eating it, I could be keeping it. I like promising. Wait. Alright, Buster, how do I turn this thing on?
Where all the nether quartz goes on to get converted into diorite, and all the gold and anything else like cobblestone that accidentally gets in here just gets thrown out, and we are all good. You can see that as soon as that happens, we get a bunch of stuff happening. So what is going on is the cobble and quartz are going along the edge here. The reason for this is that in the diorite recipe, we need cobblestone on one of the top sides and quartz on the other side. This is being done just by chutes going into the tops of each of these crafters, and then as soon as they reach the end, they're doing this zigzag pattern to go to the opposite corners. Once they're in the opposite corners, we just use funnels to put them in, they craft the necessary items, and then it gets dropped onto this belt. I also threw in here just an andesite generator that goes all the time because it is fast enough to, that you can expand if you'd like. It is really simple. You just throw a mixer down with a basin, put in the cobble, the diorite, and you're good to go. If you're going to be building the schematic for any of these, I would recommend just watching along really quick to see how to set it up. This one I have yet to set up. It doesn't produce any cobble. It doesn't do anything just yet. And that's so that I can show you how to do it. So this is going to be the case for all of these schematics. Everything will be the same, just maybe in a different place if you're using this one. So to go over it, if you place the schematic in your world, it should look something similar to this. You'll have to break and replace the item vaults so that they look less stupid. And on this one, there's only one, and it's at the front there in a really obvious spot. Same here. But this one has two. You can see that this one is the storage one that you can obviously move and change. And then this hidden one, that's like a little bit hidden, but not really, that you just should probably break two of, and then you can break it and replace those. After placing in the vaults, we're going to need to put in cobblestone in a couple of different spots. First, in this cauldron here on the front, or the side.
No. leeching. No, 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 no.
I guess, depending on which way you're looking at it, and then another one in this cauldron as well. Then we're going to need to fill in these fluid tanks with lava, but first we need to break and replace these, just like the vaults. This is going to, again, be the same for all of these. The cauldron, however, for this one, is going to be under here in the backside. After you break and replace those, we need to fill each of these in with 1 bucket of lava each. The way you can do that is just by pump it in. You just need 1 bucket in each of these, so don't worry about putting in more than that. You're then just going to replicate this to the other 2 or 3, depending on the size of the farm. Once you've done that, we're going to need to fill in water for a couple of these blocks. In this one, you're going to have mechanical pumps all the way along here. If you fill them every other, they should fill in the source blocks in between. You might need to open up these trapdoors just to get to some of them, and then you can close them back up. You're then going to need to fill up a leaf block with water. On this and the main farm, it's just right there, pretty obvious. On this one, it is really hidden, but that's what you get for using the compact one. You have to go in here and right-click that leaf block there. And unless I've forgotten something... Oh, I have forgotten something. On the safer version, you will notice that there is a brass tunnel here, which if we go into Spectator, you might see does not have a filter on it, and that will be because you placed it in a different orientation than the schematic came. What you'll have to do here is set this filter to a list filter for anything except soul sand. So what you're going to do is put soul sand in the list filter, hit deny, and then put it in this tunnel. And then you should be able to start the farm.
Okay, can that thing shut up? The lever. Yeah, they're not. I guess that's not the version.
And you should see that everything's working. I would just verify it with the part, like literally just before this, that I explain exactly how everything works and how it should look. A very important thing to check, because this will kind of make or break the farm, is that you need to have both fans pushing either blue, like water air, or the soul sand air over to the right. And that's towards the crushing wheel side of the farm. If that is not happening, you have to come over here to fix it. These 4 blocks are going to be the main focal point here, and it's honestly probably just these 3 that you need to worry about. If that is the case, where you have either both of these or only one of these going in the right direction, you'll need to just alter this, and honestly, there isn't really a good way to do it, other than just trial and error. A couple things to keep in mind is that doing this will reverse the bottom one. So if you only have the bottom one broken, you can just follow my steps, and you have 2 gearboxes here, a cogwheel, and a gearbox. And this is just happening because the Create mod's rotational and there's nothing that you can really do. If the top one is going backwards, you should just be able to replace these 2 gear shifts or the encased chain drive in the gear shift with 2 encased chain drives that are connected, and it will start blowing. Obviously for me, it's pulling. You can just follow a good 3, the crushing, kind of make that everything, hit deny, and then put it in this tunnel. And then you should be able to start the farm. and you should see that everything's working. I would just verify it with the part, like literally just before this, that I explain exactly how everything works and how it should look. A very important thing to check, because this will kind of make or break the farm, is that you need to have both fans push.
Let's throw a lever on this thing. I'm scared, it's not doing anything. Why is it keep moving? I'm sorry, sir, but mine doesn't seem to work.
Either blue, like water air, or the soul sand air over to the right, and that's towards the crushing wheel side of the farm. If that is not happening, you have to come over here to fix it. These 4 blocks are going to be the main focal point here, and it's honestly probably just these 3 that you need to worry about. If that is the case, where you have either both of these or only one of these going in the right direction, you'll need to just alter this, and honestly, there isn't really a good way to do it, other than just trial and error. A couple things to keep in mind is that
Maybe if there's some cobblestone into it? Sir, why isn't mine working? This is not moving. Is it supposed to look like that?
doing this will reverse the bottom one. So if you only have the bottom one broken, you can just follow my steps, and you have 2 gearboxes here, a cogwheel, and a gearbox. And this is just happening because the Create Mod's rotational, and there's nothing that you can really do. If the top one is going backwards, you should just be able to replace these 2 gear shifts or the encased chain drive in the gear shift with 2 encased chain drives that are connected, and it will start blowing, obviously for area. I think that is everything out of the way, so now we can get started on the block by block tutorial. We are just building this one because, first of all, it is the easiest to build, I think. There's no chance we're doing that one. And it's the most reasonable. I mean, it's the easiest to follow along, and it's the easiest for me to make. And it is the one I would recommend. If you want to, you can obviously remove the andesite generation or expand it. It super doesn't matter. The only thing to worry about is to just move this depot back, because it was already going the right way before. Started on the block by block tutorial. We are just building this one because, first of all, it is the easiest to build, I think. There's no chance we're doing that one. And it's the most reasonable. I mean, it's the easiest to follow along, and it's the easiest for me to make, and it is the one I would recommend.
Mine's not working. I mean, it's moving. Oh wait, are you the problem? You're vertical. Have it on every side, not this. Oh wait, there is the gear running into it. Doesn't seem to want to do. Oh, wait, that worked. Did that actually work? Oh my god, it worked. working, guys. Look at this. It works. If you need that, this. What else? Okay, so yeah, we have this. Yeah. That's great. Yeah, we have our outputs of this stuff. I think we have gold in here. Yeah, so we also get gold. That's nice. Look here. So this farm not only gives us andesite and that's andesite and diorite. It gives us gold. It gives us flint, and it gives us clay. And this gives us bone meal and bone meal and stone. We don't need it. Right now, we're good. We're good. Okay, this one? Yeah, okay. What should we build next, guys? Zinc? Copper and zinc? Oh, no. We can't. No. Yo, wait, let's get build. Let's do something big. Absolutely massive. Like this, small. Yes. Download. This thing is gonna be huge. Yoink. Yoink. The maximum. Okay, so I can't even do it. Oh, that's sad. We can't do it. It's too big. A small fantasy house? We should do that. Let's do this. Oh, we gotta do that. That looks really cool. Bro, exploring these things are gonna be so awesome. What? No. Small fantasy house. It's not too big, right? Only 56. Oh my god. Guys, ever build. At least I'm not building it. The schematic cannon is. And it's taking forever. Oh, yeah, that can crash. So, oh, this is big. Oh, let's do it. Here you go. Well, see you on the flip side. We're not watching. We're not waiting for that. Heck to the no. I go to sleep. Okay. Oh, I think the lags do that. Schematic cannon. Firing the heck away. I think we might need more storage soon. Looks like we're getting a bit full. Anyways, gambling. To be honest, I kinda wanna just watch it. I didn't even touch it! How much have you done? This is all you've done? This looks pathetic. Are you gonna place it back? I don't. I do have. Well, this is gonna be big. What's it called? Is it not a schematic cannon? No, this thing is not called a schematic cannon. Schematic cannon, yes. Why? Do that anyway. Let's take a look at it now. Oh, yeah, this might take a while.
Hold on.
Yo. I'm live right now.
But we only have one person.
I'm live streaming right now.
I'm live streaming right now. Yeah, wait, I'll check it out later.
It's just, I have a schematic placed down and it's taking 5 years. I didn't realize this was happening.
We need like 20 people. Or no.
I got someone.
Damn, bro. They just left like that. That's crazy.
Oh, he's back. And there he's gone. Oh, he come and go so fast.
Yo, are we for real? Yeah.
Oh, this is called Game Night, right?
Yeah, game night.
Okay, so like this type of game. It's like this.
Yo, I swear if it's Minecraft.
I don't know Minecraft. My computer's frozen. Oh, it's back.
Hold on, bro. We have like no people here, bro.
I can't stop screen sharing. I'm just gonna mute my mic and
This, we're serious. Okay. Burr and R. Yo. 2 people? Not even, like, there's 0 people. Yeah. Bad. Yeah. Hold on. Wait. 1 sec. Yeah, I don't even know. We have like no people. It's not even funny. Yo, 1 person. We have 1 person in the audience. Oh, hell no. Yeah, I might have to end this, bro. Need to break it to you. like 10, 20. One-minute claim time. Score. More. No. Yo, I might end this. Let's be real. No one's joining. Yeah. I'll share my screen. Wait. Wait, hold on. Yo, we're gonna start. Wait, hold on. Wait. Wait. Yo, everyone, add me. Seven spots left. Hold on. Wait. Oh, no. Wait. How about not add me? Wait. This. Wait. Hold on. Users. Hold on, let me transfer. Let me transfer real quick. My bad. Like, so that someone's gonna pull up with hacks, bro. Yeah. Like the Steel Brainer, like Groove PvP. What? That wouldn't work. Oh wait, shoot. Nah. Okay. So, hmm. Simon Says when? No, but it has to be like good, or else the people will leave. Like, okay, wait. Yeah, wait. I'll message on Discord. Hold on. You have some? Give me that. Oh, wait. Let me get those. Let me get those. Let me get those. Oh, please. I need those. Oh, dead ass. Yo, awesome. Wait, I still have to transfer. Nickname? Tell me your user, not your nickname, bro. Got it. Let me know in the Jordan. Type your users like one by one. Yeah, should probably transfer it. Yeah, because I still have to transfer and stuff. Your private? Alright. Oh my gosh. I need those. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I need those blocks. Yo. Yo, I'll give you like. Yo, I did not rip. What is this kid on? This kid said I ripped. Did not rip. Open these like yin yang. Bonds. Yeah. Oh, please, I need these. No, but I still want it. Wait, open. We leave for now. Or let's start in like 5 minutes. Yeah, I'll share in a second. I need, bro. I don't need these. Oh my gosh, I need this. Wait, don't. No, why would you sell those? Yo, I needed those. $9.15. Oh, it won't let me share my screen. Wait, hold on. I'm oh, some money. Yo, I'm ZFL legit. Yeah, guys, give me like a couple minutes. I know I'm selling, but hold on. Los gatitos. Which was I trying? Where is the Mobilis? This game does not have the Mobilis. There's... Hold on. Like 5 minutes, I'll start. Early. Be a speaker. Crocodile. Hold on. Almost done. Transferring. View.